Kansas City, the very first Walmart. And in Kansas City, they have Walmart's daddy. No, I don't mean Super Walmart. It's called Hypermart. How many of you ever heard of Hypermart? Yeah, me neither. A Hypermart is about 2.5 Super Walmarts. Okay? Biggest thing ever. There's like 800, 900 employees at a Hypermart. And I just started asking them, it's like, let me just tell you something, bro. And I said, just between me and you, I'm not making fun of Walmart, but there's some crazy looking people at Walmart after midnight. And I started telling them about some of the stuff I've seen at Walmart. Some of you have seen the pictures on the internet, and some of those you're probably related to, and I am sorry. So anyway, I just asked him, I said, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened at Walmart? He said, well, he said, I can tell you, but you can't tell anybody. I said, man, don't worry. So he said, at one of the Hypermarts, he came to work one day, and the video surveillance guy calls him into his office and says, sir, we have a problem, I need you to check this out. All of our team has been on this and we can't figure out what's going on. This is really good. Okay. You ever get somebody that's laughing at their own story? Oh, no. You gotta like that, okay. So this guy, he goes into the video room and there's TVs everywhere because they're trying to catch people that are like, sticking turkeys down their shirt, that kind of stuff, right? So he says, sir, watch this video and see if you can tell us what's happening. It's okay, because he's been doing it his whole he was one of the first security guys ever at Walmart. He can figure this out. So he's watching the video, and he's watching all these like 2 or 3 workers, and then there's 2 ladies, so he's watching those ladies real close, because he's trying to think, all right, what are they doing if they got some way they're stealing stuff, But they didn't. It's like, I don't see it. He says, rewind it, show it again. And he watched it 2 or 3 times and couldn't figure out what it was. He said, sir, don't watch the ladies, watch the workers. Now the workers are the ones sporting those sweet vests, right? So dude with his little blue vest, he walks around with this little, like a display thing, and disappears. Like, doesn't come back out. And he said, sir, let's just watch it one more time. And they watch it, he's like doing some stuff, he's looking around, he goes around this little rack, and he doesn't come out. And they can't figure out what in the world is going on. Let me tell you what's going on. Some people that work at Walmart built a room inside of Walmart. Made it out of the shelves that you buy stuff off of. They built a room inside of Walmart, 1,400 square feet. You know how big that is? It's like really big, okay? There were over 100 employees that knew about this room. Inside the room, they had couches, they had chairs, they had microwaves, refrigerators, video games, everything right in the middle of Walmart. It had walls all around it, and it had its own room. Somehow they built it and nobody caught it. I was like, dude, what did you do? How did you catch it? Because that's my thing. I like the cop shows, He's like, well, we started watching this guy and we started noticing that when we went around the corner, part of the clothes, and he stepped through it. It was like Narnia or something, man. Just like walked right through the wardrobe, and the guy's gone. So we watched him for a few times and we figured out how they were getting in. He says, and then we went in. I said, man, just please describe to me, what did you see? What was that moment like? He said, he followed the guy, opened up the thing, he stepped in there, and there was about 20 employees in there, just sitting around, playing video games, doing stuff. They would just clock in the morning and go sit in the room all day long. Just go home when the day was over, right? Is that crazy? So what happened when he came in? He said, when he went in, there was a guy sitting at a little table right in front of the doorway eating cereal. And the guy just sits there. What do you do at that point? You know what I'm saying? When you are so stinking and busted, there's nothing to say. Like, I was just straightening up the area, sir. I mean, there's nothing to say, right? 100 employees caught that day in their little secret room. Let me tell you something that happens at conferences like this. If you're anything like me, I can keep things pretty separate in my life. I've got my Jesus part, my friends part, my school part, my church part, and I've got all these little rooms, and they're all pretty separate, and it works pretty well. And I can go to church once a week, and it gets awkward every once in a while, but if I just keep myself distracted, I don't have to really listen that much. And I can usually always come up with a reason not to listen to people at church. Right? Oh, he didn't even know me, or that guy was mean to me once, or I don't know. My dad says that guy's just a jerk anyway, you know? But when you come away to something like this, and you know for about 2.5 days you're just going to hear the word, you get a little freaked out. Because there's a chance Jesus is going to find your room. There's a chance Jesus is going to step in to a part of our life that we've been trying to keep apart for so long. Jesus found my room. My prayer for you is this. That one little secret, that one little world, that one little room that we've kind of built inside of our life that we think is our refuge, it's really not. And it's a prison. And that prison just grows and it drags more and more people into it. Pretty soon, we can't get out of there if we want to. And my prayer tonight is this, that you would have the courage. And I'm telling you, I know how it works. Man, when I feel like Jesus is about to get a little too close to me, I start going into emergency mode. I gotta start cracking jokes. I gotta start chasing a girl. I gotta start going to the bathroom while I'm doing Bible study. I gotta get in trouble or something. I gotta do something to get my mind on the fact that Jesus is getting a little too close to me right now. Because we're scared. All we know is that we're gonna lose something if he gets too close. But what Jesus is saying to you right now is, let me free you from this. There's something holding you back, and I brought you here to this big, gigantic, football-sized field. Because we need to talk about something. Can I pray for you? Father God,